I moved into a new apartment, excited for a fresh start. The first few nights were peaceful, but then things took a strange turn. I started hearing faint whispers in the dead of night, just at the edge of my hearing. I brushed it off as my imagination, attributing it to the settling of an old building. One night, as I was drifting off to sleep, I felt a cold breeze in the room. I opened my eyes to see a figure standing at the foot of my bed, shrouded in darkness. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. As it slowly moved closer, its whispers growing louder. Terrified, I closed my eyes, hoping it was just a nightmare. When I opened them again, the figure was gone, but the whispers lingered, haunting me. I tried to rationalize it, blaming stress or lack of sleep. But then, one day, while rummaging through the closet, I found an old photograph hidden in a drawer. It was a picture of the apartment from years ago, with a family standing in front of it. In the background, barely visible, was the figure I had seen in my room. I realized then that I was not alone in the apartment. The whispers were the voices of the past, trying to tell me something. Determined to uncover the truth, I started researching the history of the building. I discovered that the apartment building had a dark past. Years ago, a family had lived there, but tragedy struck when their youngest child went missing and was never found. The family moved out soon after, leaving behind a legacy of sorrow. Haunted by this revelation, I decided to confront whatever presence lingered in the apartment. That night, I lit candles and sat in the middle of the room, calling out to the spirits. The air grew colder, and the whispers grew louder, but this time, I was ready. I asked the spirits what they wanted, why they were still here, and then I heard a faint voice, a child's voice saying, "Help me." Heart racing, I asked how I could help. The voice whispered a name and a location. The next day, I went to the location, a nearby park, and started digging. To my horror, I uncovered a small, shallow grave, and in it, the remains of a child. I called the authorities, and the remains were identified as the missing child from years ago. The family finally had closure, and the spirits in the apartment were at peace. I moved out of the apartment soon after, forever changed by the experience, knowing that sometimes